Hello everyone. Meghan's left broken thanks to this from Princess Catherine. There is something Meghan needs to understand. Not everything that is imitated is the same as the original. It's like the more Meghan tries to be Catherine II, the more she looks like a disaster of humanity. She doesn't have any point that can be called acceptable, even called terrible. The same goes for business. She wants to replace Catherine, to be known as a talented woman, but reality has slapped that woman in the face mercilessly. Bring your thoughts back to the springtime. By all means, when you think about it, it seems like such a long time ago, doesn't it? However, when March rolled around, we were the world basically halted to the x-axis, didn't it? Because the erstwhile royal known as Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, launched this film. Yes, this video, and, it would appear that all of us were going to be taken aback, because, once again, Meghan said that she was going to choose a new path, one that could be described as entrepreneurial, and it was anticipated that she would accomplish a great deal. According to everyone, she has finally discovered a calling, as a result of her success in running the TE, which is the other thing, and this. What I find interesting about Meghan Markle is that she had everything on her platter, absolutely everything. World dominance. People would have been extremely polite. They would have enjoyed it, and she blew it all. This is something that I have mentioned to you before. To put it another way, it's almost like winning the lotto or the pools, and then, blowing it all away, isn't it? But now, as we have prepared ourselves for, a number of months down the road, is this the real reason why this specific endeavor has, up to this point, essentially come to a halt? A little bit like our royal tale today. Because, as I mentioned earlier, it was supposed to be this big thing. It's going to be, intriguing and all that kind of stuff, which is why it's going to be so interesting. You have to pick the moment when you want to get your brand out there. And as we saw, she tried something with a few pots of jam, and that really didn't resonate with anybody. It kind of just didn't take off, did it? This is where things get very complicated. If you are Meghan Markle, you have a problem. You have to pick the moment when you want to get your brand out there. And then, of course, she tried the dog biscuits, and there were rumors of wine, and all of a sudden, she is on a different thing. The Parent Trap, or whatever that is, and, just how on earth does she expect to do all of these things to herself? Evidently, a lot of plates are being spent, yet nothing is being accomplished. If anyone here who watches my videos feels that Meghan is really incompetent and she will absolutely fail no matter how many times she tries, please comment number 1. Or if anyone thinks the opposite, please comment on number 2. Let's not forget, of course, about the Lemonade podcast, which has been postponed until the next year for reasons that only Meghan would be aware of. In addition to what I have already mentioned, there is not enough money involved for her to become that interested. In the event that it succeeds in getting off the ground, I believe that it will be a very condensed and simplified affair. In essence, it was there to convey the message that people are still interested in her. It's as easy as that. This is how public relations and marketing operate. On the other hand, returning to the American Riviera, this is the real issue. One of the senior royals in the United Kingdom is the reason why Meghan and her team are unable to launch this endeavor with full force, according to those who have been informed. You are absolutely correct, Princess Catherine. And the problem is, and this is a very simple problem, but a rather serious one, and I think it's one that possibly Catherine or even William might find very amusing, is the fact that whatever Catherine does, whether it's back into the public limelight full-time or a gradual process, she will steal and break the internet, the front pages. This is a problem that I think could be very amusing to either Catherine or William. Here we have marketing, and here we have celebrity. The moment you caught a glimpse of her at Wimbledon, you witnessed firsthand how she dominated the front pages of newspapers all around the world. In addition, the magazine was published the next week. What has transpired over here? and this is a really intriguing development, is that while Harry and Meghan were conducting that major interview with CBS, they were obliterated off the front pages due to the rioting that occurred in the United Kingdom over this region. Therefore, it is a very brief amount of time, and according to that individual, who is in a very prominent position, that is the primary cause for concern. When will the return of Princess Catherine take place? In accordance with my prediction, will it be the latter part of the summer, perhaps September, or will it be closer to the end of the year all the same? In any case, Meghan and her staff are extremely concerned about the possibility of launching American Riviera at an inappropriate time. They believe that it is absolutely necessary in order to make this a success. It's hard to believe that Princess Catherine, who lives all the way over in the United Kingdom, is able to exert such a great deal of influence without even having to make a single effort, isn't it? Certainly, Princess Catherine is loved by people around the world for being simple, honest, trustworthy, and caring for people. Princess Catherine is class, beautiful, and a down-to-earth person, and she's won the British hearts, something Meghan will never do ever. Over many years, she's shown the world that she's hard-working, regal, dedicated, compassionate, and poised. She's a loving wife and mother to 3 adorable children. Meghan has none of this. She will always find someone to blame for all her many failures. I hope that Prince William and Princess Catherine will protect their young family and never have anything to do with that vile couple, Harry and Meghan. It doesn't matter when Meghan tries to launch something, most of us are not listening, not buying, and not supporting anything that she does. She wants to talk about the royal family for cash, but refuses to deal with her own family. Certainly, she's no duchess or royal either. So now she's blaming Catherine for the failure of her non-existent ARO? Please, Meghan has nothing to launch. She has no product. So she's blaming it on Catherine. How very predictable. Blaming everything on someone else. Of course, Meghan will never have the grace, intelligence, class, love of family and humanity, and amazing personality of the princess. One thing is obvious. Whenever Catherine makes her public appearances, will always outshine the pathetic attempts of the old 43%. Meghan is nothing compared to the Princess of Wales and never will be. All Meghan needs to do is accept that she is just a minor celebrity and get on with actually doing something, not just talking about it. She promised us a summer of feeling, and she has delivered, hasn't she? As now she has made us sick. The Princess of Wales was raised by a loving and kind mother and father. That is why Catherine, Pippa, and James are all loving and kind. All 3 are beautiful and handsome, just as their parents are beautiful and handsome, both inside as well as out. Moreover, I want to repeat again, Princess Catherine is as real as they come. She has class. She never complains, and she deeply cares about all her charities. Catherine is a wonderful mother. Princess Diana would have loved Catherine. They should put out once a week that Catherine is doing this or that. Anything, maybe that'll keep old Meghan in a corner. That's hilarious. Meghan just doesn't have what it takes to make it, unless she's riding off the royals' tails. Meghan, do you think August should be the perfect time for them to launch ARO if they don't want Catherine to upstage them because the whole royal family is on vacation? Take advantage and seize the opportunity. Please, the only thing keeping Meghan from being saleable is Meghan herself. She's sunk her own reputation without any help from anyone else. It's not Princess Catherine's fault if she's a genuine person, kind, empathetic, and well-liked because of her personality. If Meghan was a genuine person and didn't go around bullying and defaming people, mocking, blackmailing, and ghosting the elderly, infirm, and ill, and didn't go around making money and garnering attention from other people's hard work and other people's pain, then maybe this wouldn't be a problem. But alas, here she is, using Catherine as an excuse for her own failings. I'm picturing Meghan flipping her hair from side to side like Jan Brady and saying, "Catherine, Catherine, Catherine. Why is it always Catherine?" As to how much record albums used to cost, I remember saving my babysitting money back in the early 70s to buy a Donny Osmond album. I want to say it was between $3 and $4. My mother thought that was too expensive. If only she were around to see today's prices. Harry's missus shouldn't really be mentioned in the same sentence as Princess Catherine. Honestly, I don't want to shame Meghan, but my conscience won't let me. So I have to say this. Whilst Catherine has always had an effect on influencing clothes and trends without even meaning to, and the media loves to write about her and always follow her like they did Diana, I don't think this is the reason. I think Meghan and her team have come up with this reason, as she always blames someone or something for her past failures. If it was a really solid project and the groundwork had been properly laid, it wouldn't matter a jot. It shouldn't matter about Catherine being in the media. If blog, website, whatever was ready, but it isn't. It has sat there doing nothing with zero products since it was first announced. Long before Catherine's diagnosis had been announced. It is at least proof now, though, how she feels about Catherine, that she knows how people feel about her around the world, how the media see her in comparison, and how Meghan can never compete. Finally, it is not Her Royal Highness Princess Catherine's responsibility or duty to coddle Satan's sister in her doomed, half-hearted endeavors. Maggot fails due to lack of follow-through and lackluster care. She will not apply herself 100%. She cuts corners. Meghan blaming Prince Catherine is once again her playing the fake victim. Bless you, Princess Catherine, for being sensible and cautious. Continue your awareness and vigilance. We back you 100%. Yours in Christ. Bless you and your precious family. What about you guys? What do you think about Catherine being compared to Meghan? Do you find it funny? Comment below. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to support us by liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. Now goodbye and see you again.